how you said you changed when you were 20 and 30. Can you give an
Yeah.
example of that? Like how, you know, basically an
For
illustration
example,
of what you're saying.
when you're 20, you good question. I felt completely different at 30. I guess one thing is that you are willing to put up with a lot of you can live from mac and cheese, from microwave. You can live with 4 people in one apartment to save costs and stuff like that. At
Right.
one point you want to buy a house, you want to have your car you drive to work with. At one point you want to have more comfort. That's one thing you want to have when you're 30. But also you uh, you can't just look at additional work of additional being a student for additional 10-20 years. When you're 20, you're fine with just studying. If you're of that mindset, you go to academia, you love it, you do more of it. But at one point you want to also just be a person in charge who actually directs other people. You want to be more managing more people, because then you have more freedom. Producing content is great, but at one point you also you know want to maybe you want to delegate more content that other people produce rather than produce it yourself. You want to be able to be more efficient. You're asking yourself, where are you going to go? What do you want to do with your life? And if you're just writing text or standing in the lab like every day, that's just not cutting it anymore. So
I
that's
see.
one thing in which I changed. Um, and yeah, and very importantly, you become more worldly. So I think that was the biggest change. Now that I think about it, you
Mhm.
can go live like a monk for a while when you're 20, but at one point you want to have like a normal life as well, right? You just want to you know you don't want to live in the cloister forever, right? You don't want to do that. I mean, some people maybe, but it's a big risk, right? You don't know whether you're that person at the age of 20. So chances are that somewhere between the age of 25 and 30, you say, okay, enough of that. I now want to have my own family, and I want to make my own decisions, and don't want to be going to school every day.
Right.
That's something I changed. And if you stay in science, you're going to school every day. Now, if you have somebody who wants to study chemistry and really wants to see himself doing chemistry all the time, that person I would recommend to look into, um, let's say the guy is interested in organic chemistry, and yeah, if you study engineering, like chemical engineering, you will have not only the ability to do chemistry, but you also learn how to wield your knowledge about chemistry into constructing real machines. Like, as my chemistry teacher in high school said, it's very satisfying if you drive by with your family, and you see like a refinery on the right side, and you can tell your family, hey, this is the refinery I built. So that is very satisfying also. And that's also a difference. With 30 years, you want to be the one who says, this is what I built, not this is where I worked for the last 10 years.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.